Hello everyone and welcome back to my true crime channel. I hope you're all well. Well, overnight there have been quite a few shocking developments in the case of missing 5-year-old girl Summer Wells. The latest news being that her parents have had a bit of a barney, a bit of an argument on the phone with a certain true crime channel that I'm sure you're all aware of, and it would seem that Don Wells wants to speak out, but Candus doesn't want him to. So I've only found this news out recently. I know I'm sometimes a little behind being in the UK because of the time difference, but I was aware of the latest news regarding the Mexican cartel and whether Don is or not involved with them. I've done another video on that I hope you've all enjoyed, but this video is about the phone call that was made between Cher from Voices Behind the Wall and Don. It's only really been known in the last 24 to 36 hours that this phone call happened, and it's quite an eye-opener and it's quite interesting to listen to because I'm pretty certain, although I can't be sure, that you can hear Candus kicking off in the background. So it's quite a short phone call. It's quite a weird phone call because you can definitely hear what sounds like Candus kicking off. Cher asks a few questions. She doesn't get a chance to ask much because the phone call is quite short, but she talks about why did Don contact Candus on the day Summer disappeared? What was the reason of the phone call? He says that he always calls her every day, make sure the kids are all right, and they were talking about the prescription that they were going to get for Summer's grandma that day. He also talks about searching, that they've recently been out searching around the local area and that a lot of neighbours and people that they encounter don't want to talk about Summer, don't want them on their properties, don't want them to help, they don't want to help with the search, and they certainly don't want Summer's family searching on their properties. It was also mentioned about Hunter. Was it true that, about Hunter saying that Don had said that there was a man on the property looking to hurt children or attack children? He said that that's such bullshit and that Hunter is such a liar. Now, I'm not going to go through everything that was said. You can't really be sure what Candus is saying, but I'm pretty sure that we do definitely hear Candus say, get her off there. Now, you might think it's get off there, but personally, I think it was get her off there. That's what I think I hear when I listen. I have been listening on my headphones, and I was quite surprised. I think it's certainly Candus, and I'm pretty certain that Candus didn't want Dom talking to Cher. So just when we all thought that Don Wells had gone a bit quiet, I was wondering where he was. He has still been communicating with Cher from the YouTube channel Voices Behind the Wall. I found that really interesting. He didn't seem to mind talking to her. I did sense he wasn't particularly in a good mood when he answered the phone, which is understandable with everything that's going on at the moment, but I don't think Candus wants him communicating with that particular person that runs the channel. I could be wrong, but I definitely don't think Candus wanted him on the phone. Could just be they were having a bad day. She didn't particularly want him taking a phone call, or it could be she doesn't want him talking about what happened to Summer with YouTube channels. Now, that being said, that's fair enough. Candus has only spoken to Chris from the interview room. She's not been on YouTube channels every day. So, she probably doesn't want him speaking out. She probably wants this to die down. I would imagine being in the public eye as much as they are must be quite difficult. And I appreciate why she potentially doesn't want him speaking to them, but I found it interesting that Candus agreed to speak to the interview room's channel in the first place, to Chris. The fact that she's not done any other interviews since, I've always been surprised by. I thought potentially both of the parents would speak out more. The fact that they haven't, I find strange, but then let's face it, guys, everything about the case of missing Summer Wells is very strange. So I won't go back through all the news about the Mexican drug cartel because it's quite a shocker and I've covered it in a separate video. I will just say quickly, I don't personally think that Summer's in Mexico. She could be. This debt could have something to do with it, but it's unlikely. I know Don still owes money. I presume certain people will speculate maybe he cleared his debt by selling Summer. I'm sorry, I know that's a horrific scenario and theory. I don't buy that personally. The debt was something that had happened before Summer disappeared. It could be connected. I do think there's some sort of connection with Mexico and Don. The fact that he's mentioned it in more than one interview that he's done about the border not being safe and how he's gotten into Mexico without being checked. But I don't think Summer was sold. But I'm not sure what to believe here, other than there's some sort of significance with Mexico. But I personally don't believe it's anything to do with Summer being sold to sort of drug lords and drug barons and cartels, very shady people that you don't want to mess with. I don't think that's the case. Although, as always, guys, I could be wrong. So what a weird old case this is of missing Summer Wells, a 5-year-old girl who's captivated everybody's hearts, captivated everybody's minds, captivated everybody's souls. That little girl's in our mind all the time. The case is extremely bizarre. Really not much more than 24 or 36 hours pass and there's a new development, mainly surrounding Don, but sometimes Candus and Grandma too. The whole scenario of Summer's disappearance has never made sense. I still don't buy the abduction theory, I never have. And the more we hear about the family, all this Mexico stuff, the row on the phone, Candus clearly not, in my opinion, guys, wanting Don to communicate with YouTube channels. It's all just so weird. It's such a big drama, and I really hope the drama ends soon and that Summer Wells is found. So it does make you wonder what's next for this family. I hope their daughter's found. I hope they didn't harm her. I hope Summer's safe out there. I have heard that potentially, and it is only apparently, I can't be certain, but I think Don's stepsister Jeannie is going to be pressing charges. There are rumours that other women are going to press charges. We'll all have to see how that pans out. I just hope that there aren't too many more shocking developments in this case, and I really hope that the next shocking development isn't that Summer's found dead. So let's all keep praying for that little girl. I hope she's going to be found alive. I think about her every day. I pray for her every day. I hope she's safe and well somewhere. Hopefully she's been stashed away and that she's not come to any harm. Personally, I don't believe that to be true, but I hold out hope that it is. I know a lot of you do too. As always, guys, what do you think about this phone call? Have you heard it? Let me know what you think. Do you think it's Candus in the background kicking off at Don? Pop your comments below and let me know what you think. What do you think she says? Because she says more than one thing, or whoever is in the background says more than one thing. So what do you think you can hear? I have listened with headphones. It's quite muffled, but I definitely believe someone is telling Don to get off the phone and, not just to get off the phone to her. That's what I believe is being said in the background, something along them lines. So it's quite interesting to know that Candus doesn't want Don to speak out. Potentially that's why we've not been hearing from him on a daily basis, because at the moment it's every few days maybe, and it is starting to go quieter from Don. And I'm guessing it's because his wife Candus doesn't want him talking. So it's just a quick update from me today, guys. I know I've been doing a lot of videos on Summer lately, but I wanted to do this one today, just knowing that the parents have had this, sort of not massive row, but partial, small row on the phone. One of them wants to speak out, the other one doesn't. They're obviously poles apart in how they feel about how to handle the disappearance of their daughter. That's very interesting that potentially they're not on the same page. I do find that fascinating. I really hope Summer's found soon. I hope this case comes to an end. I still hope and pray that the parents aren't involved. Sadly, I believe at the very least they've got guilty knowledge of what happened to their daughter Summer. That doesn't mean they're involved. It doesn't mean that they harmed her. But obviously the more we've learnt over these weeks, over the last nearly 3 months, about Summer's family, the more you could be led to believe that potentially they are involved in the daughter's disappearance. So as always, I want to say a big hello and a big thank you to all of my new subscribers. I have just hit the 5,000 or the 5k mark. I'm so chuffed. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate you joining my true crime family. I always appreciate you leaving me comments. They're always very interesting. Often you're thinking of things that I never have. You've got some great theories on what's happened in this case. I love hearing your feedback about my videos. So thank you to all of you that make comments, whether about the cases that I'm covering or about my channel and that you enjoy my videos. I'm always so happy to hear from you all. So keep popping them comments below. Keep talking about Summer Wells and keep that little girl in your heart. Well, I just wanted to add a little extra onto the video here, guys, to say that there has been yet more breaking, shocking news in the case of Summer Wells regarding Don. Apparently, and it is just an alleged thing that's circling around on the internet at the moment, Don has been arrested. Now, obviously, I don't know if that's true. I will be making another video, guys, to update you as soon as I can on that, and I'll be back with you very soon. Well, as always, guys, I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And as always, I'll be back with you very soon with another true crime video. Bye for now.